Good evening, everyone. I Martinez. My name is Sel, and we're live. I'm gonna do this sheet mask. I'm gonna wait a minute, and we got some Reddit stories. We can do some trivia if you want to. Let me know. I'm gonna check, see how it sounds on my iPad real quick. Let me know what have you been up to. Do you got anything exciting going on right now? Me, not really. Like tomorrow, it's my kids' papa's celebration of life, and yeah, it's gonna be a hard day. I don't know what we're gonna do afterwards. Celebration of life, and yeah, it's gonna be a hard day. I don't know. Alright, so it all sounds good on my end. I know I was doing my checks, but I can't hurt to hear it for yourself. Because it just shows it going up and down. But yeah. So, how has your year been so far? Um, Nothing too exciting. Um, my kids went back to school this week, and I got like two appointments, like all settled. I have to call next week to get another appointment. So like all three of my kids are gonna have appointments. You know, like within a month or so. Yep. All for different things. So yeah, it's just I got my last kid. I have to like get scheduled. It's just I needed to make sure when the other two appointments were so they don't clash. But yeah, because that's the hard part is like juggling all the kids and making sure I can be in all the places. So yeah, it's nice when like wherever you're going because they're all like specialty clinics that they have Fridays available because like their dentist and um, my child's like doctor for scoliosis, they don't offer Fridays. So yeah, and Fridays is just like a better day for us. So yeah, Wednesdays are a little tricky because it's like I can only do like really like in town, like out of town. It's a little harder because it's like my older two have half days and my little one doesn't on Wednesdays. So yeah, if they would make both schools have half days on Wednesdays, that would be great. So, but since nobody's like in here chatting right now, let's do some hearts. Thumbs up. Yeah, I don't remember the other ones. I know you can do thumbs down and then I don't remember the other one. So they just don't happen when I'm filming. I'll do it all the time. But what else? Um. Oh yeah. If you're a channel and you're watching this and you would like to collab with me, let me know. Because so far, I don't have any collabs scheduled this year. It'd be cool to have a birthday buddy and do a collab, but I do have a birthday buddy, but I don't think they do videos anymore. So there's that. Um, yeah, I haven't been doing too much, just like trying to get, because I've been sick for like a few weeks, trying to get back in the group of like working out. So I didn't do as much as I wanted to, but I did walk on Monday, but I wanted to like work out with my like weighted hula hoop, and I did that like today and yesterday, and I wanted to do 3 weeks, but Wednesday threw a monkey wrench into my plans because that's when I plan to work out. Um, like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but the winds were insane all day long. So that wasn't happening. Because I work out outside. Like there's not a space really inside where I can do my hooping. So. And no, I don't plan to record me ever doing that and put it like for short or anything. It's not in the plans. But I think I want to put this on. It's for 10 to 15 minutes. And then you can take it off. So, Everyday Jasmine from Face Story. I need to get back into the groove of doing like nighttime skincare. I fell off of it and I need to get back to it. One thing I'm excited about, I did it last year and I'm going to do it again. During the Mask Monday, I'm going to share, what I'm giving my kids for Valentine's Day. I love doing it, something that my mom did when I was growing up. And I kept it up with my kids because I really enjoyed it. So, I know it's not for everyone. Not everyone likes to, do stuff like that. But I do. Like, yeah. And my kids enjoy it, so they're always look forward to coming home and getting whatever from me. Yeah, I think one year I didn't get them a plushie because I would get plushies all the time. But then they just kind of sit there, so I didn't get a plushie, and they're like, "Really, no plushie, just candy?" Oh, well, excuse me. Alright, I think that's as good as I'm gonna get it. Let me know, what did you have for dinner? We had pizza and wings, but not the normal ones, like the boneless. So yeah, I've been cold all day, so I've been wearing this hoodie all day. And if you wanted to see what it looked like, zipped up. That's better. Yeah. Luckily for me, I don't need a super warm hoodie where I live, but yeah, just kept it on inside all day. Like, we don't have the heat on, it's just like normal, so it's just like, yeah, just needed to keep warm. So, yeah. Hi, Melissa. How are you? How's your evening going? Oh, if you missed it, I'm doing this mask from Face Story. Oh, and I got this little itty bitty, like, moisturizer I've been using. Oops. I need to get a bigger moisturizer. I wanted to look at Dollar Tree. And they mentioned that, I think, in my Mask Monday, that it's coming next week that I. Oh, no, not next week. The week after next. I have to put it together. Yeah. My 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 Mask Monday coming for this week, I have to film it on Sunday. Oh, okay. Well, that's nice. You're always busy throughout the day. Oh, yeah. I should do a walkthrough. I just never do. I don't know. It just feels weird pulling out my camera. Um, But yeah, if there's like nobody around, then I can kind of like scan the aisles. There's normally not too many people when I go because I like to go in the morning. Yeah. Our Dollar Tree isn't very big, but we do have this section for like things that are like up to $5, which I find interesting. It's just interesting to me because it's like I hear people that don't have that in their Dollar Tree and they live in a bigger area than I do. Because I live in the middle of nowhere. It's real rural. And like it is growing, but only like in population. Like it's not growing in like more stores, more fast food. Like no, we get random mom and pop businesses come up, but other than that, the growth is just houses. Yeah, I would like more growth, like more stores, more variety, and not having to go to the next town anytime you want something different. But we have most of our fast food places are like pizza, like Pizza Hut, Domino's, Little Caesars. Um, and then we have McDonald's and Sonic, and our KFC is combined with a Taco Bell, like 2-in-1. And then they're like mom and pop Mexican food places, and I might be missing something. Oh, they're making a Wendy's. Right, I do like that we have options when it comes to pizza at least. Um, oh yeah, there's a Dairy Queen too. So I guess before we moved here, and I lived here since I was like 6. Um, there was a Dairy Queen, and then it got taken out, and it got turned into like a little gas station, and then they turned it back into a Dairy Queen like a few years ago. You never had Sonic? That's so interesting. Um, Personally, I always like their chicken strips and their coney, like the chili dogs. Yeah. So I would love a Burger King in town. We don't have one. We have them like in the um town and city like over from us, like one in that direction and then one like in that direction, and none here. They were supposed to put one in, and I don't know what happened with like city council and all that, and it just got the boot. So it did not happen. That was disappointing for me. Like, really? Because I love Burger King. We need a Chick fil A. I'd be so upset, no offense, if we got In N Out. Because I don't like In N Out. Like, we have one in the next town over. I never go there. For me, like, when it comes to like fast food and like burgers, like, my thing is I'm all about the fries. And I don't like the fries. They taste like cardboard. And there was someone on YouTube that made a video or just mentioned it on their video. You need to do this, that, and the other so it doesn't, your fries don't taste like cardboard. And I'm just like, you shouldn't have to do anything. You shouldn't have to put it in your like microwave or in your oven or whatever to get it to taste like fries. They should just taste like fries. Right? Me too. I wish they had a chicken right here. They have one in the next town over. So I've had it like a couple of times that we've been there, and yeah, it's been nice just because I don't get it often. And I know not a lot of people like it, but I do. I love chicken, so yeah. Oh yeah, we have a Subway. I don't know why I forgot that we have a Subway, and a lot of people like it. Um, but yeah, I can't remember if we had any other places. we don't have like an actual like Starbucks that's just Starbucks. We have the Starbucks that's inside a grocery store. Um, but yeah, I still like going there. And we don't have Dunkin' Donuts or Dutch Bros, nothing like that. I know a lot of people like those. Oh, really? That's really far for Chick fil A. 2 hours away and out of state. That's crazy. Luckily, mine is like 30 or so minutes away. Um, just the next town over. It's not very far. I don't go there just to go there. It's like we're leaving the movies or something like that. Oh, that's so nice that you have Dutch Bros, Melissa. Oh yeah, so Melissa has a channel, so check her out. I have to remember to tag you later. If I forget, remind me. Um, yeah, like my mind's all over the place because of you know tomorrow and just gonna be a hard day trying to focus on positives and all that. Hoping I don't see my ex, but if I do, it'd be interesting. I haven't seen him like in 10, yeah, for like 10 years. Oh, you're welcome. What was I gonna say? Oh, how long has it been since I had this on? Okay, I think I can leave it on for like 5 more minutes. Maybe put it around my neck. I like to put it in the back, but sometimes it gets too cold back there for me. Ooh, you don't mind me. I can't remember, Melissa. Do you read books? Like I know people can read, but I'm like, are you into reading? I cannot remember. Oh, yes, yes, it's gonna be a big day tomorrow. Oh, but I'm hoping they don't get too sad and all that. Oh, I was just asking Alyssa because there's this author on TikTok, but TikTok might go away. I don't know. It's all speculation. So she's on Instagram as well. Her name is Willow Winters, and like she writes like romance novels, and she has a couple on her website that you can get like free ebooks, and they're really good. She has mystery boxes, and I'm trying so hard to get like a couple of mystery boxes for my birthday. I read 2 out of the 3 ebooks like yesterday and today, and I'm like, oh, they're so good. Oh, yeah, just busy. That's understandable. And I know not everybody likes romance, but they're really good, really spicy. She's known for like dark romance. So, yeah. Definitely, if I get those, I'll show them like my birthday stuff and I'll link them and I'll remember to tell you, like, all about the mystery book boxes. Because you can write your notes, like it tells you like what comes in them. Like I know that the small one is $50, and then it's like 2 books and like I think 3 pieces of merch, and it keeps going higher and higher. Like the price point, the more stuff. But then you can say if you just want merch, and then they'll let you know how much that is, or if you just want books, or if you want books and merch, just a little bit more books or a little bit more merch, and they try to accommodate. So I was like, oh, that's nice. And then you can ask for specific books and specific merch. And if they have them, they will do their best to get that for you. So, right. She posted, I guess, months ago. It's one of her pinned, let me see if I can find her Instagram so you can look her up if you are interested. She has like a pinned, oh, look, she's right there. Yeah, she has a pinned, like, what do you call it, a pinned reel where she talks about that her YouTube channel that had like over 100 thousand subscribers got permanently banned because she uploaded all of her books, like all of her audiobooks, on YouTube so people could have access to the audiobooks and be able to enjoy her books. But um, YouTube viewed it as PORN and banned it. So, yeah, that was sad. And then I think she said she was gonna start a new YouTube, but I don't know if she did or not. Oh, okay, yeah, I got distracted. Um, let's see. It is Willow Winters Should Be Writing. So that's what the YouTube channel is. Willow Winters Should Be Writing. So, yeah, it's so like, and then she has, I think, a separate like Instagram for specifically just her packing the mystery book boxes, which I watched like I think all of those videos. Like, are you kidding? Packing videos to me are so much fun. Like, I love seeing them pack the mystery like stuff. Like, it's like you may not know what you're getting, but now I know what you're getting, and yeah, like, it's just almost as exciting as seeing people take everything out. But that's just me. I know not everybody's into that, but I'm into the packing videos. I'm into the unboxings. Like, it's fun seeing it the other way. I know. I thought that was messed up. Like, come on now. It's not like that. But like, I don't know. I don't really listen to audiobooks. Like, she has like a really nice voice, assuming she's the one reading, right? So she has a really nice sounding voice. So I assume like it sounds really good, and she read the book, so you assume she gets on the character and all of that. I don't know if like the male parts it's like has somebody else reading it. But yeah, I would like to listen to one of her audiobooks just to give it a try. I normally just read myself, but I understand why you need audiobooks. Like, maybe you have a job where it's a lot of travel and it's just easier for you to listen to audiobooks versus reading, because you know you can't read and drive at the same time. If you do, that's very dangerous. See, that's what I'm saying, Melissa. Like, if you're on long road trips, audiobooks are amazing. Um, yeah, she had a lot of giveaways on TikTok during Christmas time. I don't know who her winners are. She didn't announce it. I don't know if they picked all the winners. It's like, oh, that'd be nice if I won. Because, yeah, after watching her, I just got really interested in her books. And after I read two of the ebooks, I was like, oh, these are really good. And one of the ebooks, it's like one of her newer books. And it's like, it gets you excited for the next book that's coming out around Valentine's Day. That's the Hades and Persephone retelling, which I'm excited about, and I really want in my book box if I get one for my birthday. Oh yeah, that's good. And then some people like in their notes for their mystery book boxes, because she does do a lot of dark romance, so a lot of things that could trigger someone, like essay and stuff like that. So they would write in their notes that they don't want anything that will trigger them. And yeah, so then they get the more like lighthearted romance, which is still good. So I don't know. Like, reading, I think it was her first novel. It's called Dirty Dom. Uh, it made me feel like watching like a show or a movie. Right? That would be a pretty interesting um unboxing. So I would definitely be pre-recorded just because um in some of the boxes, like some of the merch is what she calls a neck massager, but we all know it's not a neck massager. So I get my video taken down. Because I like to be surprised, but it's like for this one, I don't think I could be surprised. Yeah, thank you, Melissa. I hope I get it too. Because, like, my ex will see me something for my birthday, and then he's like, oh, that's nice, but he didn't say yes or no. So it's like, well, I want a busy beauty box too. I want both boxes. We shall see. Right? Neck massagers are nice to have. Yes, yes, they are. Oh, Melissa, do you want any stories? Do you want to hear some trivia? We can do a couple. I gotta pull up like my stuff. I got a few like Reddit stories that I found just recently, like an hour or so before. Let's see, just four. Most of them are pretty short. I think just the one at the top is the longest. Okay, stories. Do you want me just to go down the list or read the titles? Either way is fine with me. And I don't have enough time to really read them. So if I mess up or if they messed up and I didn't catch it to correct the word, because sometimes they write the wrong word, um, then I'm sorry. Oh yeah, I think it's beyond time to remove this. I've been so distracted. It's like I think I don't have any of my hair ties to pull my hair back. I meant to put on a hair like a headband, but I completely forgot. Oh well, luckily my hair wasn't really in the mask. Alright, go down the list. Sounds good. Okay, this one is: am I the a hole for not being okay with my wife hanging out with the friend that helped conceal her affair? That just sounds bad. After 15 years of marriage, I discovered my wife had an affair about 18 months ago. In the aftermath of D Day, my wife was still not being honest with me and gaslit me quite a bit for the first 3 months, to the point where I thought I was losing my mind. During that time, I found out that she had shared knowledge of the affair and details she was lying to me about with one of her coworkers. We can call her Sam. Sam had become the oh, a close friend over the years. Double date, neighborhood parties, etc. So I reached out to her directly to see if she could corroborate some of these details. She was able to confirm much of what I heard, but reinforced some of the lies my wife was still telling me. I later found out that she knew my wife was still hiding some of the worst details and deliberately covered for her when I reached out. This went on for weeks as I continued to lean on Sam for support because I was too embarrassed to share with my friends. And not only had Sam been a good friend to this point, but she already knew what was going on. She too had an affair on her long term partner for a year and used my wife as a cover, so she was returning the favor, I guess. Although her partner is still unaware that she had an affair, not sure if it's relevant, but it bothers me knowing he's still in the dark. After 3 months, my wife finally came clean about all the horror details while we were on a marriage retreat, and that's when I realized how badly both of them had been gaslighting me. After 18 months of individual and couples therapy, my wife and I are on the path to reconciliation. It has been an extremely difficult and painful process, but we have made progress. However, I still have a hard time when my wife wants to go out with her close group of coworkers knowing that Sam will be there. Well, she hasn't made one-on-one plans with Sam since I found out the truth. She has made group plans with 5 to 7 coworkers, and when Sam has been one of them, it bothers me. I don't want to be the type of person that controls their partner or alienates them from their friends, and I know that there's going to be communication between them because they are coworkers, but I still feel hurt when my wife makes time for these group get-togethers, knowing that she will be making time for Sam while she's there. My wife says her work relationships are important, and I can't help but feel like they take priority over my feelings because my wife knows how this makes me feel. I've loved my wife, our family, and the life we built, so I'm trying to work through the hurt, but I don't feel I owe the same courtesy to Sam. I don't know how to forgive Sam for the part she played, and I don't know if I want to. Am I the a-hole? So that was long, and there's an edit and an update. Yeah, like, personally, I don't think he's the a-hole. I feel like if you want to make up with your partner, if you want to get through it, that's between you. But if you no longer trust your friend that helped her lie, I understand not wanting them to be friends anymore. Oh, okay, let's go to the edit. Maybe he clarifies some things and get to the update. So, hold on. Edit. Thanks for all the feedback so far. It seems like I should clarify a few points. One, we have kids together, and I don't have any desire to be a part-time dad. So I'm willing to try and work through this with my wife to save our family. Trust isn't the issue for me so much anymore. After she came clean, she offered to do a polygraph, and and that confirmed that there were no other secrets, and Sam was the only other one that knew. 3. I have only found out about Sam's affair, which ended after a year, recently, and have wanted to let him, being Sam's husband, know about it ever since. 4. My problem with Sam is the lying. She did it to my face after the fact while telling me how much she cared for me and wanted us to pull through this. I understand it's a tough spot to be in, but it doesn't sit right with me. I thought we were friends. The update. I laid down the boundary that if she continues to make time for Sam, I want her to move out, and that if one of them doesn't tell Sam's partner, I will. We will see what happens. Hi, Lori, how are you? Good evening. So let me know, what do you think about the story? Personally, I don't think OP is in the wrong to not want his wife to associate with that friend anymore. But I understand it's a coworker, and obviously it's like you would be if Sam's always at the events with all the other coworkers, you would be isolating your wife from the group. She would have to see if she could make a smaller group. So there's that. Oh, not much. Reading Reddit stories, hanging out, just chilling. If you guys want trivia, let me know. And don't mind me, I have to drink some water because my throat's dry. I don't know what that was. Like, I knew it was a doorbell. I wonder if it's my package I was expecting. It's kind of late. It's 8. Well, I cannot get up and get it right now. So hopefully nobody takes it. And if they do, they're going to be happy because I was expecting candy. Oh, you got snow, Lori? 4 inches. I don't get snow over here. Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like if he's mad that it's like she's at a group thing, like the wife would have to somehow make smaller group scenarios, right? Which can be embarrassing, especially if you're not a planner. Like I hate planning stuff. Like I hate doing the birthday thing. I have the worst anxiety throughout it, but I do it because I'm the mom and my kids want it. Oh, you want me to check the door? Okay, I'll be right back. See, it was my box. It was my box. Yeah, like I haven't been able to get to the store, so it's like, oh, let me just order the candy online, and yeah. So, oh yeah, almost forgot. Lori Latimer also has a channel, so check her out. I'll try to remember to tag her and Melissa. In the video later tonight, tomorrow. I'll do it in the description. So. Yeah, sometimes my thing is wonky and it takes me a minute to do it. Yes, Lori, I agree. I hope you're staying warm. Let me know if you guys want more stories, because we've got 3 more. One having to do with like a couple, gaming, parenting. Another having to do with a roommate. Mm. One having to do with like in-laws. Again, more stories. I love doing these stories, and I love doing them here because I haven't been doing them on TikTok, so it's like nice to read them again. And plus, you guys enjoy them more than the people on TikTok. People on TikTok are like, "You suck, you can't read," and they are rude. So, yeah. All right. Am I the a-hole for not getting my husband off Xbox to tell our kid goodnight? Married couple with a 1-year-old. Both work full time. However, husband's commute is much further, so he doesn't get home until about an hour before our toddler goes to bed. He's understandably tired when he gets home and likes to decompress by playing Xbox with his friends. This was never an issue until we had a kid. Our kiddo has a set evening schedule that hasn't changed in the past year. Dinner, bath, play, bed. Husband knows this is the schedule, and the toddler goes to bed at the same time every night. About half the week, husband helps with the evening routine once he's home. The other half of the time, he tends to come home, spend around 10 minutes with us, and then gets on Xbox. This leaves me to do all of the nighttime routine by myself. We've had many discussions on why this bothers me and how it isn't fair. He'll help out more for about a week and then it's back to the same routine. I used to always bring our toddler out to say goodnight to him before putting him down. However, lately I've stopped and put our toddler to sleep without saying anything. My husband is now mad at me, saying I'm punishing him for playing Xbox by not letting him say goodnight to our toddler. I told him if it's that important to say goodnight to our toddler, then he should help out with the bedtime routine. My husband thinks I should come get him and tell him now it's time to say goodnight because he's caught up in the game and playing with his friends. Am I the a-hole? Um, I don't think she's the a-hole. I get being frustrated and having to have that conversation all the time. Like, I need help. And, like, with me, I've always been the one to do the routines, bedtime routines, the stories, like, all of that. So, I get being tired. I get wanting help. And mind you, first go around was twins. 2 months to like wrangle around and yeah. So I get being upset and I get doing this like kind of spiteful thing, you know? But it's like, really, dude, you cannot set a timer, like anything to remind you. Like, I don't feel like it's another person's job to parent you. Like, you're the parent now. You need to be responsible for your time management. I don't know. Right? The adult baby. Melissa, I agree. It's just like, exactly, like, you're the adult. You need to be the one to be present in your child's life. It's not your wife's or anybody else's job to get you to be a parent and to get you to focus on your family versus on gaming or your friends. I don't know. That's just my opinion. So yeah, that one, that one annoyed me a little bit, and this one annoys me too. Yeah, they didn't say, Lori. They didn't say if they could afford for one of them to stay home. Yeah, it just says that they both work full time. So yeah, they didn't mention that. Cause yeah, I don't know. It's just nice to have help. Like yeah, like my ex, like he sees when I'm like overwhelmed with Lou, and he can't always help because he works a lot. But on his like, because he has like the same like he goes like to work on Sunday night, so he's off Friday and Saturday. So if he knows like I'm really sick and I'm struggling to like keep up with her because I'm sick, he'll like take her on the weekend. That's not his weekend to help out, and like even that I'm thankful for. And I tell him all the time like thank you because like I needed the time to get better. So yeah, and it's just like you can like not be with somebody and still co-parent and still like figure stuff out together. I don't know. Are you ready for the next story? Because we have two more. The roommate one and the in-laws. Yeah. It's very interesting dealing with in-laws, like hearing all these stories. All the people that say they have really great in-laws, I'm like, oh, that's so awesome for you. Yeah, like my twins' grandma and their papa were like always so amazing, so supportive, and like always like family oriented, and like you know, uh, like all about like ties, like not just their family but their close friends, like all of that. Like they made their own family, like they added to it. So yeah, I love that. So let's get to the next story. Am I the a-hole? My roommate refuses to do any chores, so I raise rent without telling him. Honestly, that sounds like an a-hole move. And this is why you need to set up ground rules when you move in with someone. I don't know. What do you think? But let's get to the story. My roommate refuses to do any chores in our apartment. Doesn't clean, take out the trash, dishes, or anything. We split rent and utilities down the middle for the last year. But a few months ago, he just dropped doing all chores with no explanation. And when I bring it up to him, he tells me that he doesn't need to do them because I do a perfectly fine job on them. So I raise rent about 150 a month to contribute to this. And he didn't seem to care, but a mutual friend said that he was very upset with me about it, but didn't want to directly tell me. I would lower rent if he did chores. He's upset I raised it, but still doesn't do anything. Am I the a-hole? Oh, I'm sorry, Melissa. Sometimes if you don't click, you don't click. And it's okay to know, you don't mesh well and to wait for something better. But what do you think of the story? Personally, I feel like it's an ESH. Everyone sucks here. Like the roommate was doing chores, stopped out of nowhere, no really good reason, just you can do this without me, so I'm not gonna do it. Like, okay. And the other guy, you know, just giving up and just like, I'm just gonna raise rent. Like, how does how does that work? I don't know. So yeah, I think they both suck. Right? To me, I think they're both a-holes, but yeah. It's like they're matching each other's energy, I guess, and it's just like you're both doing bad stuff. And they don't give any ages because this sounds like a really young thing to do. So, I don't know. And when I say young, I mean in their 20s, anywhere in their 20s. But it could happen in the older years, but I don't really expect it to. Yeah, this next one is exciting. I think they're from another country because some of the words are written weird. Or I think one word was written weird and then they have like kilometers. So, yeah, I think they're in another country. I don't know which one. I agree, they sound really young. But yeah, it's just like you get older and you'll get a little bit wiser. But um yeah, for now, I don't know. Um get new roommates and be on the same page. Like expectation wise, because I think it would be very frustrating to always have to be cleaning up after another adult. It's like, you're just my roommate. It's not like we're together. And even if you are together, you don't want to be cleaning up after a grown person. So, let's hear your thoughts. Yeah, we have one last story, and then if you want, we can do trivia. If we don't want, then we don't have to. It can be next time. Oh, but after this, I'm definitely going to be reading more ebooks from Willow Winters that we talked about earlier. Oh, I don't think I showed you guys. I burned myself while cooking yesterday. So, yeah. I'm clumsy. I didn't think my hand was like very close to the pan, and that was wrong. So it's just so weird that it's like right here on my middle finger. Like, I'm gonna show you guys like this because it's like I don't want to be like flipping you guys off. But yeah. So, are you ready for the last story? Oh no, I'm ready. I think this one I did read. I think this is the only one I read, like all the way through, but only one time. So, yay, we're ready. Okay. Am I the a-hole for telling my husband's family that I make more money, therefore where we live is my decision? Context. I'm an engineer and I make decent money for our family of three. My husband works in a call center and makes an average income. I cover the large bills, childcare expenses, home expenses, i.e., food items from wear and tear, clothing, etc. I'm the person he relies on when he's short on cash or rent. I pay 60%, he covers 40. Recently, we've moved to another suburb that is over an hour from his family, mother and two older sisters. Now I'm closer to my work. In the past, I would have to drive over an hour with my toddler in the car to work and daycare. I'm responsible for pickups and drop offs, working full time. It became super stressful with traffic and a screaming toddler. His family said I'm selfish for taking their son/brother and grandchild away from them. We previously lived closer to them because they said they could help out with our toddler, but that never happened because we lived 15 minutes from their home, which was too far. We had to be within a 5-kilometer radius. I told them that I'm the one providing for this family and I make more money. Now they said I'm gloating and breaking up their family. Am I the a-hole? NTA, it doesn't seem like the husband has an issue. It just seems like his family has an issue. Um, and you move to be close to them far away from your work because they're like, oh, we're going to help you if you live here, and then you live there, and then like, you're not close enough, we're not going to help. So then you would have to drive over an hour to work and to the kids' daycare, because obviously it's more convenient to have a daycare near your child's, like near your work for drop-offs and pickups. So like, yeah, it doesn't make sense. You'd want to live close to your work, especially if you're already having childcare in the same area. Like, duh, that makes logical sense. Why would they stay there where they're not getting the help that they need? The help that they need is near their work, and it's just easier to live near the work because traffic's crazy, and trying to drive through traffic while your toddler's losing their, you know what, in the backseat is hard. Like, I only had to drive like 30 minutes when my Lou was losing her stuff, and then I had her sisters losing their stuff as well because they couldn't deal with that screaming. And I had the biggest headache, and I was just like, oh, just a little bit longer, just a little bit longer. We're almost home. We ran out of fruit snacks. What are we gonna do? She's losing it, and we're like 10 minutes from home. Like, yeah, I get that. Oh my goodness, this almost sounds like your mom's family, Melissa. Like, they're just complainers. Yeah, like, just responding in an interesting way. Like, that's funny. We're gonna move even farther next time. Like, that's funny. Right, I agree, Lori. A good support system is so necessary. It takes a village to raise a child. It really does. Like, with my twins, it helped so much that I could depend, like, before my parents were back in my life, I could depend on my best friend and her family. I could depend on, you know, the other set of grandparents, and it helped me so much. And then I also had, like, my cousins that, even though they were estranged from the family, like, they would still help, and they lived super close, and it was great to have like that family bond and have, you know, people coming together, because I was like by myself, and eh, I didn't have a car, I didn't have a license, I couldn't drive, and I was just getting around by foot, and it was a lot, and it was nice to feel supported and like you're not alone. Oh goodness, yeah, I would just bite my tongue when it came to my grandma. I never understood my whole childhood. I never understood why she hated me so much because I never did anything to her. And I saw the differences of how she treated like my other female cousins versus me, and I couldn't understand why they were all put on a pedestal and I was just treated like trash. And then when I was at my great uncle's house, like my grandpa's youngest brother's house in Mexico, we saw a painting, and I wanted to know who the woman was, and she was really beautiful. And I noticed that we looked a lot alike, and it turned out to be my great grandmother, like his mother, my grandpa's mother. And it turns out my grandmother hated her, and I looked like her, and I was just like, how is that my fault? I can't choose who I look like, and whatever beef you had between you and her, that's between you and her. That ain't have nothing to do with me. So, so if I look up from her spitting image, how's that my fault? Yeah, and I understand my grandmother's reasonings for her being upset with my grandmother or great grandmother, but it's just like that has nothing to do with me. I wasn't even a thought back then. So, do you guys want to hear some trivia or no trivia tonight? Don't mind me just stretching a little bit. Yeah, like it's all about like respect your parents and your grandparents. Like how I was raised, so it's like you couldn't really say anything back. You kind of had to just take it. Um. So yeah, and for my grandmother, I feel like she hated that. She hated the no reaction. So yeah, it was hard, but I got better at it. Have a good night, Lori. Sounds good to me, Melissa. Maybe we'll do it next Sunday. But I would love to do it. It's just I'm tired and I kind of want to read more books. They're good. Thank you for the thumbs up, Lori. Woo. Melissa, are you gonna go to sleep? Because I'm tired. So, anybody that watches the replay, thank you for spending time with us, and I think we're all good to go. Because Lori's sleepy, Melissa's sleepy, I'm sleepy. Yes, check out Willow Winters. Um, yeah. So, and fingers crossed I can get a bed box for my birthday, because, yeah, I want one so bad. And yeah, if you didn't know, my birthday isn't until the end of March. But it's okay to plan things ahead of time. Thank you. Have a good night, Melissa. After you're done doing all the things you need to do and you're able to get some sleep. Thank you so much for that. And bye.